We can do
All
it.
right. Hello, all. Welcome back to another episode of Episode Zero. I am your host for tonight, Shingo Amito, and why don't you two introduce yourselves?
All right, hey everybody, it's me, Warren. Same routine. I'm a comic artist. Here for me, here for my friends. Let's do it.
Yo, what's up, man? You know me, the big tone, the number one guy. Um, yeah, Project Untitled coming out next year. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I want to take this moment, seeing that I have the spotlight. I'm the number one guy. Ahmed, Ahmed,
Yes, Tony.
Ahmed. No, single Ahmed.
Does it really matter?
I don't know anymore. I feel because like it's taboo to use real people's name in ML, so I just
Well,
feel
that's
like
funny because the last 13 podcasts have used my real name.
I don't think I'll ever call you Shingu unironically.
No, it's fine.
But-
I don't care. I respond to both.
Yeah, but
All right, Tony.
Single, I want my money. You owe me $25 and a piece of art.
Did it
I want it.
happen? Did it
And
happen?
Wait, one question at a time. I'm a little bit confused.
Okay,
Answer
so
Warren's first.
did it happen?
What happened?
After I fell asleep, did it happen?
Yes, yeah, it happened. When you
He's-
left,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
the second you left, it happened. He skipped the rest of the show and like, yeah, we were about to do it. You're like, I can't take commercials, so you left.
I was
No,
dead.
and I was boring. You left me.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep that first part of that last fight. I was out.
Dude, I was just waking up. It was like in slow motion, a picture. I'm like, I was just falling asleep.
You're talking
waking
about
up,
that's
falling
losing.
asleep.
Now I get it. Hold on. Now I get it. And we never officially bet on that, so I don't
I
really
mean,
know.
well, I'm talking to Warren, all right.
No, it's fine. I'm already answering the question for you, so you don't have to ask later.
So yo, I was falling asleep too, but I was like, it's just people yelling, "Oh my god!" I'm like, what happened? Okay.
Bro, I tried so hard. I was like, every time Tony said, "Warren, you there?" I gotta wake up. I gotta do it. But anyways, before we get to the
Oh
Tony's
no!
explanation of the
Wait!
climax.
No! Wait! I'm in. I want my $25. I don't know
You're not getting
whatever.
anything.
I know you're a really smart guy and you're gonna mix information and words about. I want my $25.
Okay, guys, Barrage does not endorse gambling.
Let me tell you. Let me send you to a crack dealer on the corner. He'll give you $20.
Guys, we don't endorse drugs.
I'm in. If you do not give me the money, your brother will give me the money, or your father will give me the money. I will get paid. And God forbid I have to go to your mom to get my money.
Yo, good luck getting any of my family to give you money.
So Ahmed, how much of X and Y did you see?
I saw the first 33 episodes and I've seen half of X, Y, and Z.
Man, like I was saying all day yesterday, they pressed the anime button. And for your context on it, the anime button is just the main character just wins regardless, and they try to put the animation on their side, they put the music on their side. It was so stupid.
They put the camera angle on their side.
Yo, the festivals were the fucking shilliest motherfucking, Dark Olympics looking ass bullshit. This girl reused and stole routines from other girls, and the main girl won just cause fucking the main song was playing. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Ahmed, I was literally.
Oh, and
thinking
Pokemon hates fat people. Okay, go.
Ahmed, I was thinking about you the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
There were two Ahmeds in there.
And pretty much the way I was thinking about you is that you said Ash is gonna win because he has two fully evolved dragons.
No.
I was like, those
No, again,
dragons.
you're
No, those are your
misconstruing
exact
it.
fucking
No,
words.
no,
let it go.
Those are your
Finish that
exact
thought
fucking
because
words.
it's
I'm
wrong
not
and it's
dealing
false,
with
and
this
I'm just
bullshit.
not gonna let it happen. So, Tony, shut up for like 2 seconds. Understand that every single word is words that you're putting into my mouth right now. I did not
No,
say
you
he will win because he has two fully evolved dragons. I said his chances of winning are higher, which is a completely different statement.
No.
So
Those words did pop out, all right.
No,
but
they
also,
did not.
let me get my fucking point across, all right. These dragons went down like pussies, like little girls. This guy, okay, the bat dragon evolved like 2 days ago. He got one hit bodied. The fat dragon, I don't even know what the hell he did. He got bodied. I was like, Ahmed, your Pikachu was doing everything. Pikachu took out 3 Pokemon by him fucking self. Lamon popped out his Charizard just to take out Pikachu. Pikachu still slapped the shit out of him before he left. Pikachu was the VIP,
Wait, what did
and
we-
the freaking Greninja couldn't even capitalize. It was just Pikachu and Greninja and a bird. Everyone else bodied. I was like, how is he supposed to win the league, guys? Everyone online, how was he supposed to win the league?
Because the way they set it up with the anime bullshit, with the anime button, but I'm so glad he lost. Fuck.
Yo,
Look,
everything
Tony,
I see online,
Tony.
everything I see online, even Ahmed said this is one of his strongest groups. Really? Really? One of his strongest group around Heracross, Bulbasaur, or Charmander. Like, really, guys? I saw that on my way. I won my $25. And
For
my
us
pizza.
encourages you to have your own opinion, kids, please don't parade in the streets with your opinion. Right.
I'm not even going to bother to respond to that because Tony took everything I said out of context. So.
Okay, yeah,
Guys,
big
guys,
man. I go to
relax.
college. I know how to deny,
Guys.
and I'm the closest thing to white. I get it. You're just gonna hush me off because you have the hush money. But I want my $25.
Tony lives don't matter, kids.
So to give the audience context, because this is a fucking podcast, a YouTube streamer streamed all of Pokemon X and Y, well, skipped a few episodes here and there, the whole day. And Tony and I and a few friends were watching it all day. And yeah, at 5 a.m. he streamed the newest episode live where Ash, apparently, what Tony saw, lost the Pokemon League, the Kalos League. So do you guys think, oh yeah, of course they're going to have a Sun and Moon season with Ash. So Ash's story ain't done yet. We know that. He's in the movie with Bunny Wife, so... But
Magirna isn't Bunny. Whatever.
what is she, Ahmed?
I don't know, but definitely not a bunny. She's like a robot thing.
That's a bunny, Ahmed.
No, it's not.
That is the podcast name. Yo, if that's not a bunny, I don't know what a bunny is.
Yo, no, those things are like I guess two halves of a circle, so they're 2 semicircles or 2 half circles, I should say. And
Bunny!
they're just up, but it's not bunny ears.
Bunny.
How did you see bunny?
It's a bunny. It's a bunny wife. Ahmed.
Ahmed, I thought you had more integrity than this. Man.
Guys, stop.
You guys have to stop putting me on a pedestal. Look, I'm a
You're
normal human being.
learning from Hillary Clinton, and you're supposed to be like your hero, that old guy. What is his name? Bernie Sanders? He will cry in his grave right now if you heard
Hillary Clinton inside of fucking Pokemon confirmed.
Well, I mean, she did make a Pokemon reference, so.
Oh yeah, and Ahmed, fucking no diversity in this cast whatsoever. They're all fucking Aryan Resurrection Hitler kids around Ash. They had to make Ash the black one because everyone around him was so white, like just Taylor Swift's. Everything.
Yeah, I noticed that they gave him somewhat of a tan as the series went on.
I mean, maybe he was always at 10 and maybe the paint they used, but dang, I was like, usually they had, like last season they had, or whatever season I last saw, was you had that jungle girl and the guy with no fucking whites in his eyes, pupils.
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah.
Iris.
They look pretty diverse, but these two, I was like, yeah, you got the brother and the sister sister always keeps the vibrator around, and then you got Serena who cheats her way to fucking victory, and I'm like, damn, this team is fucking, like, and then they just give you the vibe that's like, oh, we're just waiting for Ash to save the day. Well, Serena does save it sometimes, but the other, and Amit doesn't even do anything in the party. He's just like, oh, science, and his inventions break. I'm like, fuck.
Wait,
Yo,
what? I'm not in the show.
Yeah, you are. You're the glasses dude. Well,
Yo,
that's one of you. You're the glasses dude, and you're the guy who writes data on people. You're both.
Yo, did the girl ever learn the lesson, or she went for the whole thing while learning what she's actually missing?
Because she does the same routine. Like, at least Dawn, at least freaking May, of all fucking people, my least favorite one. She's like, alright, this doesn't work. Let's try coming from a different approach.
All right.
But then what I mean when they press the anime button, you can prove me wrong later on, but fucking, they just press the anime button like, oh, we'll just hide all these important plot elements like strategy and everything behind beautiful animation, and fucking no one will ask because everyone loves aesthetic too fucking much. Like, fuck. Like, all these fights were just power struggles instead of actual strategy, except a few, like, ones that stood out, like when Pikachu fought freaking the sword Pokemon and crap, but... Oh, wait, we should have said spoilers, because... It's alright, kids.
At this point, I don't think people care about Pokemon spoilers, but, I think, to clarify, the material that the writers and the animators had to work with for Serena's story in particular was very limited because in the games for the 6th generation, the little TV spots that the showcases were based off of were like 10-second clips that you got to record with your Pokemon or something like that. I don't know. I actually can't tell you for sure if that's actually like a legit feature inside the games, but I think they are. And they have no other purpose. So unlike with Dawn and May, who actually had like a game counterpart, so they could work intricacies into it, the showcases really had nothing. So they were working from ground zero on them.
I disagree with you wholeheartedly. Just this season.
Well,
wait, let me explain.
No, I don't want you to explain.
This season was just racist to girls. They just demeanor girls and just think dressing up, looking pretty was good enough.
It's just like, I didn't like how they dressed up the Pokemon too. I guess because people send their 4-year-old girls to wear makeup and shit, and it's the most disgusting looking thing. Coming from me, that sounded kind of weird. And then they do that with the Pokemon, and they put the beads on Brecken's tail and all this crap, and put bows. They put a dress on an Ivysaur. You know how fucked up that is? That nigga needs room for his bulb on his back. Or hers. Like, it's just so weird. Like, in the Pokemon Festival, there were battles, but it's like, it's not about battle. You gotta look good while you battle. And that kind of added a different dynamic. It's like, oh, it's like kind of with Ash's. And I remember when Ash was like, oh, let me try one time against May. It's like, yeah, this shit's pretty hard. My Pokemon could beat you any day, May, but I can't do it with Flare. I'm like, damn. But it's okay. New generation, Street Fighter V is the greatest fucking fighting game, apparently. Went on the sales. It's fine. Do you guys have anything else to say? Tell me, would you like to prove a point? Would you like $25 right now? Because I don't have it for you, but I'm admit.
Yeah, I want to say that having less information doesn't mean that you're limited. It means that you're more open to interpretation and your own creativity. So I just disagree with.
Except that the anime tries to copy off of the games as much as possible and make it fresh at the same time, so it attracts more people to the games. That's the whole point.
Do you even see the anime?
Do you understand the point of entertainment?
Tell me in Diamond and Pearl, what did they do to connect the two? Just tell me that.
The contests? Do I have to spell it out for you?
Yes, I'm still waiting.
Guys.
And they connected the contests by having the whole contest league, which is something that's in the Diamond and Pro games as well. You collect ribbons until you get to the master rank, and once you get master rank and all, you're considered like a ribbon master, and your card changes in the game. To reflect that, they had Grand Festival. And they had a bunch of contests you could enter, and now they got rid of the ranking system because it wasn't necessary because they had a tournament. Very much like how for gym battles they have a tournament instead of the Elite Four that you have to fight. So those are the modifications. And using real life Pokemon battles, I guess, for the anime, there's a lot more concessions, so the rules were a lot less strict. But with showcases, there were no rules. There was only a time limit. So how are they supposed to manipulate that in order to connect the two? They can't. That was
okay. In Diamond and Pearl, you didn't battle though.
No, there was an appeal stage, and then there was the battle was their I guess counterpart to that second round where you're supposed to use moves and showcase the moves. That was how they fielded it.
Do you play X and Y?
Yes.
Because it's exactly the same thing. Just never mind. I'm good.
Yeah. No, X and Y, the showcases. There's no specific building. You don't get awards for it, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think you get awards for it. You can prove me wrong on that if you do, but it's an extra added perk. It's a feature. It's not its own thing. The contests were their own thing in Ruby and Sapphire and Diamond and Pearl, which is why the main girl that traveled with Ash had her own arc. Serena doesn't have an arc. First of all, she's based off of the avatar, which can be created however a character, a person wants, according to their tastes, and then it's based off her arc is based off a feature that has little to no real reason for a lot of Pokemon players to even touch it. So how are you going to make that interesting? Well, we give her a crush on Ash.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting that she cut her hair and everything. I came in later than that, so I was like, oh, and then when I had the flashback, I was like, okay, she's doing it to, Tony told me, to go against what her mom wants or something. I don't fucking know. But it's interesting, but yeah, it's just like, I agree with both of you to some point, but it's just like, I don't know, they just felt blander to me. And I know there wasn't much source material to go on, but it's not the first time where characters kind of made from scratch nearly have been better than the main cast in some points. Like Dragon Ball Z characters, people love freaking Pikkon and Broly and Janemba and all the movie fuckers just based off of designs that Toriyama just shoved at them. Like, honestly. But yeah, regardless, X and Y is very entertaining for me, but I really miss the whole thing from Pokemon Battles where it's like, if your Pokemon is weaker than the other one, outthink your opponent, rather than forcing it to evolve just so it can win the battle anime style. Because when they beat Zapdos, I was like, alright, I guess I had to turn my brain off a little bit.
Wait. My thing with that, okay, X and Y, I was seeing it. I was really entertained, enjoyed. I'm not saying it's bad. I am not saying that. I actually did like it. What I'm trying to say is that it's not specifically into the girl coordination stuff. It's a problem that was all around the whole series. There was just luster and just really dumb and just look pretty versus have any like tactical impact and whatnot. And I'm gonna say the girl because yes, everything you said was there, but she did have an arc. She did have something to do. They just didn't do it correctly or didn't do it engaging enough because she never had a real rival. She only had little skirmishes and whatnot. Didn't have like the recurring characters. Didn't have the drama, and the little bit drama it had, it resolved it really quick. They didn't really push her enough to make her awesome at the end of the coronation, because before she was pretty awesome, dealing with her family issues and whatnot, and her like she didn't know what to do with life, and she slowly got into coronation and whatnot, and she did try everything, and they just dropped the ball. They just lacked. They either one stopped caring about her, or two had so much story to tell they didn't have time to actually put those things in it. And the coronation was just luster. Like it's not about it being close to the game. It's just creativity enough. They just didn't really care enough to actually do something creative. And that's with all the battles, because you have the awesome last gym battle that Ash needs, and then you have the fights in the Pokemon League itself. The gym badges were a lot more better, more epic than the fights. And also the the Pokemon League was super short. Literally like 5 or 6 episodes when it's supposed to be the whole season arc. Yeah. Like half the season should be there in the league. And one of Ash's fight, they just gloss over it. You just saw Ash win, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing they did different, because I remember in previous seasons they would spend at least 2 or 3 episodes in the preliminary matches alone before they got to the main matches for the 6-on-6s. That being said, Ash never made it to the finals before, so I guess that's how they decided to kind of switch it up. But yeah, they would spend like at least 3 or 4 episodes in the preliminaries, and then 3 or 4 episodes on the actual matches, and then Ash would lose like either in the top 8 or the top 4.
Yeah, and adding new rivals and all that, and getting to know the people he's fighting against.
The surprise people that come out of nowhere and just Buddha scoop him from behind. Like freaking Tobias from Diamond and Pearl. I will never forget that. But The thing I do like about X and Y is that they gave a very strong impetus for Elaine, at least, because the Mega Evolution specials were probably on the better side of the writing for X and Y as a whole.
No,
And
no, no, no. I'm not. I do not know Ahmed. I am not a cook. I think the writing is superb in X and Y. I don't know. I'm not saying that. That's Ahmed.
Okay, so about that, I just feel like the writing is better, but it's more like, yeah, like I said, the anime button. It's more like a traditional anime. Like with the girl and Serena, it's just like romance was like something hinted throughout Pokemon. I don't know how it was in Diamond Pearl and Black and White,
Yo, Diamond and Pearl, everyone was thirsty.
but
Except Ash.
when I watched it, they were like, okay, Misty hints it a bit and like kind of a little bit more, and then she went separate ways from what I've seen. But this one, it's just like this girl's like seeing Ash and the butterflies fly around her when she was about to dance with him, and like when the dance ended, she's like she was about to cry and all that, and it's just like, yeah, I guess Ash is cool, yeah, whatever. You gotta put in some romance, gotta put in the more dramatic stuff, like frickin' Team Rocket, and like the presentation is up there. So if this wasn't Pokemon, I would have enjoyed it maybe a bit more, but coming from where I was in Pokemon being like, we don't need this stuff to be who we are, and I was like, yeah, you don't. But now it feels like they're kind of catering to like everything. Like even what you said, Tony, about battles being shorter. They did so they can keep the animation budget. Like they can keep the budget for the good fights, and that's fine. But it's just like the series are gonna get shorter and shorter, so you can have better animation. That's fine. I mean, people work hard. People want breaks. It's fine. But I'm just like, shit.
I have two counterpoints to that. The first one is that, Warren, I think you might be remembering the older series of Pokemon in a bit of a too rosy of a lens, because it wasn't much different from what's going on now. The strategy that you're talking about happened only every once in a while. It's not as pronounced. I think it's because the big battles like Ash versus Gary, that's stuck in people's minds from the previous seasons, but it's not necessarily what defined the entire series. A lot of it was the same level of stuff that we're seeing in X and Y.
I'm gonna disagree, man. Like there was interesting bits and everything, and it's like I liked early in the series. I loved how everyone looked at Pikachu and be like, "This is a pre-evolved Raichu. We can beat it. It's fine." And like it was about, like I said earlier, going against your weaknesses and everything. And if you lose, that's fine. You have a long way to go. That's fine. And like they didn't gloss. I don't remember people being glossed over. Like when Ash lost the league and watched the matches between the people who beat the shit out of him prior, like that was interesting. He was learning. He was like, yeah, I got a long way to go, and I like that. But when I see this, it's like, oh, here are the jobbers. Let's just skip over them. I'm like, why? Like, you want to see the world around you and kind of get a perspective of it. Build the world a bit. See where people come from in the world of Pokemon, like they did with this guy who was like, oh, how do you think his people who didn't get all 8 badges feel, or whatever? And I was like, okay, that's cool. But they just glossed over his ass and be like, no, we know what you want. You want to see fucking Mega Evolved Greninja. That's what you want, with the fucking played out as animation. So I'm like, eh.
They've glossed over a lot of things, Warren. But that kind of brings me to my second point, which is that you have to understand this isn't a show for us. It's a show for kids. So to be picking at its flaws, what flaws it does have, is kind of, I don't know. It's not for us. So I don't know how else to say that.
I know, and it's a like we say on previous hangouts. It's not for us, but you just take what you don't like about it and learn from it and use it for your own stuff. I'm not saying they should have changed it like this. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this if I'm in the same shoes. I'm gonna try to do something else. They did it. They got the money. They made a profit. People are streaming shit on YouTube. They're fine. They don't give a fuck. But for me, I'm just like, from a learning experience, from my writing, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, go ahead.
My thing with what Ahmed said is that I I'm a grown man. I watch every single Pokemon season. I play every single game. I play with my family on Christmas. I'm like, yeah, I believe Pokemon is made for me. Even though I'm a big grown man, and um I'm not saying it's bad. I was saying it let me down. I wanted more. And the league is literally where 2 years you've been building up for this, and you did not bring your A game compared to every other series. And I think they're either belittling little kids or yeah, because I mean, in the league, you're telling me they 6 Pokemon got double KO. They couldn't think of anything more creative than a double KO 6 times. I just dropped my mind. I need to walk away.
But
But
yeah,
like I said, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. I just expect a little bit
so
more.
basically, end the point on that. We all have different perspectives on it. We could argue till we're blue in the face. But yeah, that's Pokemon X and Y. I mean, with nostalgia and everything, it's like, yeah, it can cloud my vision a bit. But
Oh,
other
you
than
could
that,
call your vision, man. I went back to back, and I'm like, whoo, man, Diamond and Pro. But
yeah.
yo,
But
Bleach.
yeah, another thing is that I mean, I don't know if you read it, but Bleach ended today, and boy, that was disappointing. I just,
We're just
I
bathing
have
in the salt.
I have quelled my anger. No, this is a salt cast, by the way, audience. So, um, I love how Kubo was like, "Oh, romance isn't gonna be a big thing in Bleach," and it's just like I look at the cover, and it's like all your couples are confirmed, everybody, and it's just like freaking 10 years later, Ichigo has a kid with fucking Orihime. Oh, that's spoilers. Oh, freaking Ruki has a kid with Renji, and then plot twist, their kids are also Shinigami in secret. Well, Rukia's fucking kid is practicing, and she's out in the open with hers, but Ichigo's still secretly, or they left it up in the open. But I was just like, man, this is how we're ending Bleach, and they cut Ichigo's hair short so it looks like Naruto. Like, and it kind of gets me with things like, um, and step in if you guys have anything to say. But when they skip forward and they just show these people you've been following with as a family, how do you guys feel about that? Like, you see them having kids and everything, or would you rather just have them leave it off at the age they were when all the conflicts were solved, and then end the series, like Samurai Champloo, for example. If they kept going and then skip like 10 years and see how they were, or would you rather just them end it right there when they freaking split ways that fucking day?
Me personally, if I spend like 5 years, I want to see them dying in old age.
Okay.
Like I love Gurren Lagann, and for me, they did a time skip on Gurren Lagann and stuff like that. But that's if I spent 5 years. Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, I was just like, why is Bleach doing this? But it's just one of those things with expectations. I'm expecting like Ichigo being the next Yuha Bosch, and he's struggling with the dark powers inside him or something. Like, but yeah, I just
No,
the
no, but
Kubo.
I may have to answer the question.
Yeah, go. I
Yeah.
don't know if you have anything.
Yeah, I think like kind of like Tony, it depends on the time frame. If I've spent a good, like with Naruto, if I spend like over 7+ years of my life on that one series, yeah, I kind of do want to see like at least a little bit of the future life that these characters are entering into because it's satisfying. It brings a satisfying ending. But if I'm only reading something for, let's say if I just binge an entire series in a couple of weeks, that's a different story. Then I'd rather it ended off wherever the series decides to end off, and that's it, no time skip. And I think that's why it worked with Samurai Champloo. Also because of the medium. I mean, it was a 26 episode thing, so it only took place in a year, and it made sense to kind of end it that way.
Yeah. So,
I did want to ask, what was the special announcement or secret announcement?
live action movie. Yeah. So no anime yet. Kubo's probably still gonna hit on his Twitter if that freaking rumor was true a long time back. So, but yeah, I was just like, I thought like Kubo would end it differently, but who knows? What were the circumstances? Maybe he was rushed to end this. That kind of sounds about right because it wasn't doing so on the rankings. But yeah, Bleach is done, and yeah, I just it's great to be here. I don't know.
Well, I did want to say that with the coordination back into Pokemon, like we literally kept on seeing two attacks hitting each other and making sprinkles. They reused that in every single chance they got. Versus all the other coordinations that I seen, they used two attacks, merged them together, and made something cool and creative. That's what I wanted, and they could easily done that, but for some apparent reason they just like sparkles.
Yeah.
I think they were more trying to sell the cuteness of the Pokemon aesthetics, but man, they did not do a good job at that.
I don't know how true this is, but it's kind of interesting to note that the writing direction for the entire series is sort of in a loop right now. I think after season 5, which was the Unova series, they had a serious talk with each other, the writers, and they're like, all right, how can we reinvent the wheel this time? And they opted for what I would say is the easier option, which is let's try and fall back on the nostalgia thing. Now, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but there have been multiple people in places that have talked about how a lot of the things in X and Y kind of mirror the Kanto script from the very first season. And so maybe they're just trying to use specific points and twist it into maybe a slightly different way in order to reattract older fans. I don't know how you guys feel about that, or if you even felt that at all during your watch.
No, I did. I mean, why do you think they're bringing all the Gen 1s back and giving them Mega Evolutions and now the Alola forms and all this stuff? It's just like, yeah. And they're like, hey, we're bringing back Gen 5 and giving them some stuff. No one cares. So, yeah. Making them seem relevant again so they have a reason to come back, I guess. Kind of like with the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Like, they went back to Kaiba and Yugi.
It did, but apparently that also ties into the recent anime series. So I don't know 100%, but that's what I've heard and seen.
Oh, it's fine.
I can't say anything about that because I know very little about that. The Pokemon part. I do have to say that I hear a lot of people that are saying that Ash is the same old Ash, you'll never grow up. I'm like, I found X and Y Ash to be super different from every other season of Ash. I really do think as a character he is actually growing up. He was close enough to like a man or actually trained like a knowledgeable trainer in this season versus every other season, and that was refreshing to see. Yeah.
I agree with you on that point. Oh, go on.
No, go.
No, go.
No, go, Robin. Please. I swear to God.
I'm waiting.
Well, today's podcast is brought to you.
But
No, but yeah,
the
I guess
neighborhood Salt.
he wasn't bickering with the girls or anything. Yeah, he was just like, all right. He was just like, yeah, I've been here before. Let's just keep going. But yeah, go on.
I was just going to ask, I wonder how much of that was because of backlash from Season 5. Or not Season 5, Gen 5, because, holy crap, that Ash was dumber than the first Ash. Yo, he didn't even know that electric types weren't good against grass types, and his Pikachu got its butt handed to him by, like, a level 5 Snivy. Who knew,
Wait, no, well, the magic behind that is that the legendary Pokemon sucked up his powers. So
What?
Pikachu did not have any electricity at that point.
But Pikachu was quick attack.
He was sick.
Yo, listen, a level 500 Pikachu with quick attack will decimate a level 5 Snivy.
Well, not if he hasn't like if he has AIDS or some shit. Like he was dead. He was gone. Ash had to go to a journey just to regain his fucking powers.
It wasn't that long of a journey though, right? It was only a couple episodes.
I don't remember the.
I didn't watch that.
No, I mean because then Pikachu would be useless for most of the season if.
I think he was useless for most of the seasons. Well, at least half of the first part of it.
Well, most of his team was useless that season. I mean, his team only got interesting when they reintroduced Charizard back into the mix after the league because they had to introduce Team Plasma into it, and they didn't do it during the main, I guess, run of the Unova League. Which is also an interesting story in and of itself. Apparently, there was like sort of natural disasters or something in Japan, and so they cut out all the Team Plasma interaction until like after the league or something like that. And ironically, after the league, from what I hear, ended up being the best part of that season.
Yeah. I remember. I love X and Y compared to Unova. I love X and Y so much. I could not stand that little dragon girl with the little dragon thing and her telling Ash what to do in her little storyline. I couldn't stand that little Nicklet. I'm sorry.
Stop.
So what I wanted to also say is that the Ash losing thing, I'm really surprised. I think one of our friends posted a video about that battle, and I saw the comments. I'm really surprised at how many people are really angry that Ash lost in the finals. Mostly because I think when you take Ash to the finals, you're hoping he'll win because he got to the finals. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's how it is, man. It's just like they think Pokemon's gonna end if he wins, and it's just
I was more confused with the hype that everyone thought he was actually gonna win. I was surprised. That was like mainstream internet. Everyone, I don't know if it was just clickbait, but people actually thought he was gonna win.
The reason why is because of the episode title. When the episode titles were released like 6 weeks ago, this episode that just aired was called Kalos League Victory, final match. And when you title something like that, like you immediately think Ash is winning.
yeah, just like freaking Frieza defeated, but it's a really open-ended thing. But
Well, I was really surprised for the fact that like Amon was built as the strongest trainer. He was heavily like Brock Lesnar, just pops up and just destroyed, and that title was given to him. He fought Beast Mode. He fought 3 legendaries hand to hand, toe to toe, and I spent the whole season just leveling up Greninja.
Yeah. Elaine's crazy, and he's part of Team Flare, so.
And the only thing Ash ever used is Greninja for the whole fucking series.
and
So I'm like, how?
Well, to be fair, didn't Elaine use mostly his Charizard?
No.
mostly, yeah.
Mostly
No.
his Charizard.
You
No.
saw Charizard like 7 times, dude. Every
Oh, wait,
time
wait,
you
wait,
saw Charizard was right there.
Wait, in the battle or the series?
In the whole series, in the last part, that's when we saw him like build up to Charizard. But
Yeah.
he just freaking used Charizard the whole time. But yeah, that's another thing I didn't like with that. It's just like, oh, last battle, we know who he's gonna save for last. Greninja. Like, I mean, I guess, but man, nostalgia hurts, bruh.
Tobias' Darkrai in Gen 4. He just uses Darkrai to win the entire league, and then when he fought Ash, then he had to use his second Pokemon for the first time.
No, okay. I'm gonna nostalgic. The little fire monkey versus the electricity guy.
Infernape versus Electivire.
The Pokemon themselves have so much to prove, so much personality, and Greninja's just overpowered. That's the only story you got.
And
Yep. No.
And probably a curb too. It just happened. Just like there was no build up. That shit literally was like, oh, there's a water force field. Why is it glowing red in there like Sanket's? Oh wait, Same thing with the Eevee turning into the Sylveon. Like,
Don't lose your way.
damn, back in the day, freaking Charmeleon freaking pounding the ground like, man, fuck this shit. It's like, oh shit, I'm a Charizard now. And then he got cocky and said, fuck you, Ash. It took him like 50 episodes to get a grip and be like, yo, I gotta work on my fundamentals. But no.
They just can beat Zapdos as soon as they evolve. I mean, it's fine.
It took
And,
him
like-
getting frozen on the beach.
And like, don't get me wrong. We're not saying that it's bad. We're not nowhere near saying that. We're just saying the league was bad.
Yeah, we were just given filet mignon steak when we were children. Now we're given fucking cup noodles. That's what we're saying. We're just used to better things. Warren, that's pretty
Well,
controversial.
if you've seen Final Fantasy Brotherhood, the latest episode, cup noodles are good every once in a while.
Oh, let's talk about that. Something positive. Jesus Christ. Final Fantasy Brotherhood. Knocking it out of the park every day of the week. Or every month that it came out.
Ignis
but yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry.
So for those of you who haven't seen it, Final Fantasy Brotherhood is just the lead up, introducing the main cast and their backstories and their connections to Noctis, our main prince character. And the way they build up in their relationships in a very slice of life type of manner. And it's just like, man, you don't expect it from like a Final Fantasy anime these days. Normally they would, if they made a Final Fantasy VII anime, they would like just put Sephiroth and Cloud fighting for 14 episodes. We're happy. But the way that they're taking it so lax and the vibe that 15 has, it's really good. So what do you think of the new episode, Albert?
I thought it was awesome. First of all, I just, when I was watching it, I had to wonder why Ignis changed his hair. Because he had like the whole prim and proper look going for him, and then all of a sudden, Spike.
No, they all went they all fucking.
Well, I mean, Gladiolus, that's his name, right? The big guy. His actually makes sense because you see the transition. Like, he's always been sort of like a short cropped hair type of dude, and he keeps a lot of that short cropped hair. He just grows some more on the top.
I think Ignis fell for peer pressure.
Ignis fell for.
Yeah, because
He saw Noctis and he's like, I got to do it too.
Yeah, and I just love it. And it's just like, yeah, he had this dessert in this foreign country, the prince, and like he's been trying to make it for him the exact same way ever since. And I that's like so simple, and like people hearing it, it's like, oh, that sounds dumb as fuck. Why the fuck do you like this? But it's just like, man, I can't be engaged. I'm like, how's he gonna do it? It's like,
And
yeah.
I just want to say, like, I remember when me and you were talking about this earlier, before the episode released, you're like, I wonder how Ignis is going to be, like, all indebted to Noctis. It turns out he's not actually indebted to Noctis in any way, shape, or form. He just so happens to serve Noctis because the king told him to, and he found his own reason for serving Noctis as well.
Yeah.
And it kind of proves a point, especially because it's through anime, but, like, you don't always have to have a super involved purpose or meaning behind choosing who you serve. Sometimes it's as simple as I am a worker and I'm going to find my own form of joy. And I think that's what it came down to. It's not just the fact that Ignis was trying to recreate the dessert. He enjoyed the challenge of trying to bake up to the prince's standards, and that's what keeps him going.
And that's not the only reason why he's there, like you said. Yeah, it's just a small part. And it's just like, that's how kind of I feel like connections between people is like. It's just like, yeah, there's small things like that keep you engaged, but there's like a whole broader spectrum. Like, why you're friends with a person, like they just fill in the pieces that you lack or something, or you're learning from them. That I really like that 15 has that, and it's not like, oh, I'm indebted to you, my prince, so you saved my life. It's like the prince. He's pretty trash on his own.
He is.
Unless we're just counting freaking the first E3 trailer, but... Yeah.
I find it so funny how they make you think one way about the prince for like the first half of each episode, and then like at the end they kind of redeem his character, like just a very small amount to make you like him at the end.
Yeah.
Like, every single Brotherhood episode has been like that. So it's just like, this guy isn't your typical Sasuke. He's Sasuke, but if Sasuke actually had like a sense of humor, or if Sasuke was actually like a multi-dimensional character.
because how they see him, like, oh, he's just a spoiled prince or whatever. It's like, and then they warm up and be like, no, don't look at people like on the freaking appearances and titles and all that. Like, Noctis actually works hard. He just needs a reason, and then you warm up to him, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, freaking with Promptu, it's like, oh, I have to look good to be friends with the prince. I'm like, I knew you. Why didn't you say hi like 10 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago, whatever, a year ago? And it's like, oh. And it's, yeah, it kind of tells you to look through the perceptions. And, yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, really quick question to the audience, because we've been getting some answers. I want to know which character prove you wrong past the first impression. Like, they looked ugly, they looked something like a character you wouldn't like, and now you really like them. Like, for me, I would probably go Rock Lee, because Rock Lee looked fucking, what the fuck is this guy? And then, as soon as he takes off those weights, he goes fucking ham. So, yeah. Look past first impressions.
Yo, mine's will be Bill Fighters. There's a Shelby girl with shields. And she's so preppy, so annoying when you first meet her, but then I just fall in love with her.
Yeah.
And she was so helpful and whatnot. She just wants to be part of someone's life, and that was so cool.
Yep.
And then now she became a waifu, and she beat over my biggest waifu. So I don't know how I feel anymore.
Oh my gosh, the confusion. For me, I think it was surprisingly Ling from Brotherhood.
Fuck Ling!
I didn't think I'd like him at first, but dang, when he became Greed, it was a whole different.
Oh, you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
But I enjoyed every single second of that.
I don't even know why we're in the fucking doing the podcast together.
Man, freaking, I hated Keaton before I knew Tony. I was like, burn, baby, burn, disco inferno. then this nigga comes in, man, Keaton inspired me to walk again. Like, Tony, I feel you, Tony. You know, that's the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Row, fight the cow, my nigga. Peer pressure.
Yo, Ahmed, I did want to tell you that the reason why Kingdom Hearts taking so long is because they had to finish Final Fantasy 15, because Final Fantasy 15 is gotten tied into Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna have a big.
Makes so much sense, and yeah, you're right.
Big part.
the Noctis is going to be the Final Fantasy cameo, guaranteed at this point.
Well, not even a cameo. Like, he's gonna be one of the I don't know him, but the lore and stuff like that. Because the whole point of Final Fantasy 15 is they're looking for the 13 Darknesses.
That's so funny.
Yep.
That is so funny. Are you 100% serious about that? Because I don't know anything about the plot.
Oh yeah, I am.
Dang.
But yeah,
I'm. It's the same way how you owe me $25.
You know,
You're never getting it.
Nomura did say there are no Final Fantasy-based worlds in the game, but there haven't been in Kingdom Hearts so far.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, obviously. But I think all the Noble Crystallis, main characters are going to be in there in some shape or form, whether it's going to be the freaking Gullwing Fairies again. But yeah, I think Type 0 people are going to be in there, and
wait.
13 and 15. What?
You said Novella Crystallis. That thing is over. It's not a thing anymore.
No, bro. It is, bro. Bruh.
Yo, no. Square Enix made massive backpedals, at least from what I heard. Like, I thought
maybe
that Crystallis series was just the 13 games, and that was it.
Maybe 15 is, I don't know, because the goddess sounds a lot like lightning. I don't know if they backpedaled on the main religion of that, but it sounds like lightning, messenger of God, and shit, that's what lightning. But, with Type 0 and 13, they're gonna be in there. Like,
I mean, they spend so much time building up Lightning, so I mean, they might as well.
Oh God.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that 15 has to do with the origins of the Keyblades. That's it. Drop the mic, peace.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna go that far.
You haven't seen Kingsblade yet. When you see it, then
Have you seen Kingslave?
no. But I saw the first hour of gameplay of Final Fantasy 15.
That's not the same thing, Tony.
Guys, please relax.
No, that is interesting though, and actually, I think from like a business standpoint, releasing 15 first and not talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably the best move because then all the press is focused on 15, and so 15 won't cut into sales of 3, and 3 won't cut into sales of 15. And then they're releasing 2.8 to keep people like on their toes about Kingdom Hearts 3, like in keeping them satisfied and satiated for a little while longer. And that's why there's not a lot of press around 2.8. So I'm pretty sure as soon as 15 drops, the 2.8 is going to come in really quietly, and then they're going to start like hitting us with Kingdom Hearts 3 news like at the beginning of the next year.
I mean, we can only hope. I'm fake.
I mean, we're supposed to be getting more news in December anyway after 2.8 is released.
Kingdom Hearts.
But I mean, Nomura has broken his promises before, and so has Square Enix. So we'll see.
But hey, if in the end we get a quality game, because I haven't played a main Kingdom Hearts game that disappointed me in the slightest. So.
Yep.
Take your time.
I do have to say, as like a final note on the Brotherhood thing, like just watching these episodes, it's turning me into such a consumer for Final Fantasy 15. Like I'm finding it very hard to resist the urge to not want to go out and buy a PS4 just for that game.
Oh, they're selling you on the characters on it.
Very much so.
Well, for me, anyways, for the characters. But I'm like, do I want to play this? I just want to watch someone play it, to be honest. And
I
then
kind of want to play it.
when they're in a bathroom break, I'll drive around the car and walk around the restaurants, and then like, yeah, do the grindy RPG thing. I'll just play.
Yo, the funny thing is, I was beginning to like the old fighting mechanics, and then they rehauled the whole fighting mechanics to be more like Kingdom Hearts, and I lost complete interest in the game. It's just I see gameplay, and I know I'm not playing it, but the gameplay I see, there's just button smashing. It's just calling out commands, and I don't find that fun or engaging.
Yeah, there's an easy mode and a freaking engaging mode or whatever.
Wait, that's canon?
Yeah, easy mode is where you can just hold a button, and then there's the engaging mode. It's not called that, but I just say where you do press the buttons and you can formulate combos. From what the guy said, but that translator was really unclear. But I did see the options tab for it. I did.
Was that early on? Was that early on?
That was it for E3 this year.
Oh, because after okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, and I'm really curious on why they pushed it back 2 months. Maybe it's kinks, little testing things, or they want to do more
debugging, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know, but if it's maybe because I don't know if it would be for the gameplay really. But who knows?
I think it's trying to pump up those frame rates. That's what I think. Cause my God, that every time I hear about the game, it's like, oh, they took out particles. Oh, they made the distance view less. And they did this and that just to make sure the frame rate doesn't drop.
I know this is bullshit and I'm telling you on my ass, but like No Man's Sky was talking about scale and everything, and like Final Fantasy 15's like all about scale. And then when people are like hating on freaking like really hard on No Man's Sky, a game that like boasted scale, and people are hating on it because like the performance on planets isn't like playing like Destiny or GTA 5 on the planets. I'm like, maybe that was part of it, but I'm like, nah, they don't give a shit like that. So, but yeah, I would totally wait 2 months too, because honestly, what, are you gonna release it faster for fucking these assholes with ungodly high standards for a game they waited 10 years for? So, yeah, fuck Street Fighter 5.
What a glorious way.
What a glorious.
Yeah.
Everything is good in the world, yo guys. If you have not, this is my anime recommendation for you guys. If you guys like fun series, watch Gundam Tri-Fighters. Try the second season. If you just like fun school shenanigans, watch both seasons. Gundam Build Fighters and Gundam Build Fighter Tri. But try it if you really want to see something good. And yeah, that's my anime recommendation.
And if you're looking for another slice of life series, because we know there's a plethora of them out there, but one that's more recent, Real Life, you should check that out. It's pretty good.
What's the name of it?
Real Life.
Oh,
R-E
okay.
Life.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ray Zero for a second. I'm like, wait, what? Fell to the darkness?
Not until it's over. I'm not watching a single episode until that's entirely over and done with.
Yeah. Anime recommendations. Got one. I said Kids Name earlier. I haven't really watched anime. Steven Universe, good. My Little Pony, don't give in to peer pressure. It's good, guys.
Hey, and I'm curious. I'm curious. If you seen Nuki Coil,
Denno Coil?
Denikoil, yeah. If you've seen Denikoil, let me know what you guys think about in the comments. I'm super interested because I seen it and I was disappointed.
Which is understandable.
But it's a slice of life. Like it sounds cool as fuck. Like it should be 10 out of 10. So
Yo,
I just want to know if it's just me. Yeah, just let me your opinion.
Yo, Amit, bro.
Yeah.
Did you read the new Shogeki no Sama?
I might be a chapter behind. Why? What's up?
Okay, just checking. I just skimmed because on the thumbnail there was this girl with a bang hanging down her face and she had a fang and she's Soul Wife.
Yes, she is.
Oh my God, she's adorable.
She's the Elite 10 second seed, so she's one of the final bosses for this arc, I think.
Damn, bruh.
Well, if not the final boss for this arc, unless
she has demon eyes. Oh, I have a recommendation for anime. Watch Wordsworth. It's a hentai anime.
Yo, I remember Wordsworth.
Oh man,
Dude, that was good stuff.
Yo, I just love how it's like there's it's corny, but it's just like the plot is actually like I can actually put my dick away and like, wow, this is the podcast one. It's fine, and actually watch it, and I'm like,
get ready for massage, people.
Holy crap, dude! Yo, Nina, best wife. Nina's one of the best wives. There's too many wives. Too many.
I think that was the point of the series, but you know.
I'm just like, but yeah, like I said to Tony, I was like, I came across it when I was younger, and I'm like, man, I hate these websites never showing like the source. So I reverse Google image search, found it. I was like, yeah, that's on my queue. So if you're over 18, please watch Wordsworth. If you're under 18, don't tell them that I told you. You can,
actually,
but
if you're under 18, I'm gonna shoot you in the foot as long as you keep it secret. So.
Oh my God. So how much time do we have left? Just checking.
About 1 minute.
1 minute. All right. So Tony, give your point and whatever.
Oh no! I'm done. Let's watch J Talk. Is a podcast that our friends are doing. Yeah, plug J Talk.
We're doing.
Yeah.
So everyone, if you're not familiar with the format, all links will be below. But I want to say a few announcements. Follow our fellow writer friend Jerry Wright. He finished the pages for his book Infinite. So his links will be down below and whatever. They also have a podcast which will be on our Barrage YouTube channel. There's playlists of all the podcasts from pretty much the main crew surrounding us, the Barrage crew, you could say. If you guys want to talk to us personally, you can join our Barrage group and hashtag Barrage Crew on Instagram and everything, so we can find you and connect with you, because we'd really like that. Yeah, and let's help build a community, guys. And if you guys did like Pokemon X and Y or any other Pokemon series that we hated on, please feel free to bash on us in the comments. We would appreciate to get a productive discussion going. But yeah. Did I miss one? Oh yeah, we have a Facebook page. Tumblr is still in construction, and
your comic and show.
Comics and chill, yep, that's in the playlist as well. Iridescent by our friends, the Blaze Brothers, Blaze Manga. It recently updated today, so look up on Tapastic.com. The comic is called Iridescent Destination Tournament. Link will also be below. Boy, that's a lot of links. But
well, we should have been talking about that this whole time. Just iridescent.
I mean,
it ended pretty strong.
Is for, right?
It ended pretty strong today. I'm gonna say that. Oh, and any Bleach fans, if you want to talk to me about how good Bleach is, I'll listen. But I'm not gonna really care about Bleach. I love you all.
It's like Cabaneri all over again.
Yo, Skyrunner.
Oh yeah, and there's Skyrunners.
Community somewhere, just Google it. Maybe you'll find it.
A community made by, yes, again, Jerry Wright. He his book Infinite the Journey. You can find on Tapastic, Line Webtoons, and GMI manga, and Dizzy by Joshua Harper. So J Talk, that's the keyword. Comics and chill. Oh yeah, run by Cameron. Boy, I could do this all day. And read Duelist by Michael Tony, but I didn't. So good.
Yo, no, what? Hikari, what's the comic book called?
Reiki Blade.
It's not going to be a comic anymore. It's going to be a novel, but it's called Reiki Blade. Yeah.
Are the
but you can see it on DeviantArt.
Yes, you can see it. I believe for chapter 1 is on DeviantArt.
And let me know what you think about it, because I haven't read it yet. And depending on your point of view, maybe I'll watch it. Read it.
Whose point of view?
The audience.
Okay.
One fan. I think our one fan is in the hospital because I haven't seen her in a while.
She replied to a few comments.
Yeah, she.
Yo, what's up? Love you, girl.
And
You want to do your sign-offs and then we'll call it a day?
Yeah, okay. Hey guys, it's me, Warren, signing off. I make comics. You can follow me on the Road to PDS or on my Facebook page on Facebook by that name. And Instagram, zombie, XO_MB_EE, all caps for the letters.
Yo, my name is Tony Big Tone, the #1 guy, and I just want to let you guys know that Project Untitled is going to come out probably next year, and if you're a young girl that actually like cute stuff like Sailor Moon and whatnot, read it. I think you'll really enjoy it. Give me a call, talk to me, I'll talk to you back, and yeah, spread that Project Untitled love, man. I don't think you can find it right now if you Google it, but Google error for error, and I should pop up, or virus, one of those two. Yeah.
And I am Shingo Amito. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt at Shingo Amito. I'm coming out with a comic one-shot called X. I don't know when it'll be out, but it should be out in the future. Please look forward to it. And with that, we're done. See you guys
do
later.
not show your father this video.
Why?
Not your father.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't show him anyway, but that's the best point.